Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Beat flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rock?
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Young lady. Under 10. Set.
On first down, Darnold. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
A couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Shift. Young lady. 31.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know you need to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Powering his way forward. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. .37 on 1st and 10.
Rock it. Ready.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Bravo. Get it.
Now it's Rudolph. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Hey, lock it. 52. Snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. Rudolph loses the football. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Backfield, all receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A good pickup there, 22. On first down, it's Darnold. Escaping and a big one. Down. Fletcher Cox. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
What an advantage having an elite guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. It led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step. Down, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Hines, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Go! On the ball!
3rd and 2, Rudolph. Got his man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check it back. 36.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here's Rudolph. He'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready, set. 51 to Mike. Check. Watch the area. Check out. General West. 51 to Mike.
Again, it's Rudolph. Got an open man, it's Washington. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Throwing up third down, here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two after one.
The score tied 3-3.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got guys of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one complete to Anderson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check safety. Watch twist. Takes 3. 218. Jump. Ready.
They run with Hines. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive. Case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check 24. Check.
Hard.
Out.
Hey, stand off.
You got that right there.
Running on first down, Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Roll out.
Check 13.
Hurry. Snap.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Leo! He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
And he's in. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Well, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run with Cannon. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And he slings one that's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Darnold now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. It's a big play that time by the Jets. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 51 yards. All tied up at 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Hines. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Rudolph on play action. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. And the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the case? I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Here's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane, and they will take over possession at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here we go. Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 50.
Rudolph now to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This quarterback now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, Alpha.
Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Twist on travel.
Danny.
Get it.
Back to the air, Rudolph. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Now, this is an example. A lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is Hines. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rudolph. He's got Smith here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
We own it. Undercross. 6 guys.
chopper! Shoot!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big run that time by Bell. 47 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Darnold. And the grab by Croft. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Hey, lady. Watch the screen. Yo, lady. Yo, lady. 31. Check, 31. Say. He get.
Darnold for the red zone now. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. One away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and that will level the playing field at 17-all. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
But I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
We got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Hey, go sack. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. 36. 36. Ready? He's checking. He's checking.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Rudolph looking to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rudolph. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Quick to that.
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Going on the ground with Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of it. Everybody, guys, in the middle of this D has got to be priority one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Rudolph. Complete to Washington. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that shouldn't be open.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down, possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Rudolph. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd and 9, Darnold is going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check 13. He's crashing.
Now it's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey. Sit. Go out.
Kill. Hey, switch gears. Check nickel.
Snap.
They'll try the left side. Hines. The tackle there by Brian Poole. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the 50 seconds left to go in the game.
At the Jets 30-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Switch. 6-6. Bullet high.
They run again with Hines. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he's got some space here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. they can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go down out, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And that's caught inside the 30. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
One last throw now for Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Steelers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.